This year in the United States of America, it is an election year. A special time when the best among us put their name in a hat so that Americans can choose the next president of the United States. Will it be another Democrat? Will it be a Republican this time? I speak today not from a Republican standpoint or Democrat, conservative or liberal, but as a concerned citizen who wish only the best, most suitable person gets into office. It doesn't matter if they come from the left or the right, as long as it's not Donald J. Trump. First, I have a couple reasons, 3 reasons why I think he shouldn't be president. 1 is a lack of policy solutions. 2 is he just an unreasonable person. And 3, he has enormous character flaws, as you probably all have seen by now. My main sources for this is Twitter. No, I'm just joking. That was joking. But my main sources for this is the Republican primary debate text, all the words they have from the debate. I also have the Washington Post, Variety.com, the Hugh Hewitt radio show, and Morning Joe show. I have the transcripts for all these different media outlets, and this is where I got the information from. So apart from Donald's appeal to the masses is his unscripted ability to be raw and edgy, but out of all that, he has no policy substance, and that should raise some alarms. One of the things he says is, I'm going to make America great again. We don't win anymore. But that's not a policy solution. One of the things he said when he was asked, what are you going to do about the problem with ISIS? And I quote, his response was, I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. That's his actual quote. That's not something I'm making up. When he was asked on Hugh Hewitt's radio show specifics about the difference between Hamas and Hezbollah, Islamic extremist groups, he didn't even know who they were, let alone know the differences between them. And they asked him, well, if you don't know this, how are you going to be ready for the president? And he said, oh yeah, I'll know when the time comes. I'll know once I get in office. I'll know everything I need to know. So not only is this person unreasonable with policy solutions, he's a hypocrite as well. Donald Trump rallied support in the beginning of his campaign by an anti-immigration stance, which is totally rooted in fiction. First, we don't really have an immigration problem. According to Pew Research, we have a net loss of immigrants leaving the country of 130,000. 130,000 people. Sorry. So, in 2009 from 2014, 1 million Mexicans left the United States to go back to Mexico. Census bureaus from Mexico says during that time, 870,000 Mexicans came to the United States. That's, if you do the math, it's a net loss of people of 140,000. And finally, Trump wants to build a wall bordering from Mexico to the United States, which will cost the taxpayers over $8 billion. This is, anybody that has a brain knows that this is impossible. And if you're still not convinced that Trump is unsuitable to be president, look no further than the thing he says himself. Trump does not have the temperament to be president. The ridiculous things he says should be enough to disqualify him. Now all we have to do is, now we all have character flaws, but his are a little bit too much. One of the things he stands for, and he advocated for, on the Fox and Friends morning show, he says, I will kill the members of ISIS and their family members. We're talking about women and children. He said this on live TV, I will kill family members of ISIS, which is nuts. He calls women he doesn't like fat pigs and disgusting animals. He even referred to one woman's menstrual cycle, saying that she was probably bleeding from somewhere that day when he was speaking about her. This is Megyn Kelly from Fox and Friends. During one of the campaign rallies, he actually advocated for torture. The Guardian reports, he says, I would support waterboarding. You bet your ass I would. I would approve it, and I'll approve a lot more of that. That means pretty much he would do all this stuff. And he went further and said, even if it doesn't work, he'll still do it. During the fourth GOP debate, there was one of his competitors that mentioned, maybe insinuated that he had a small, thingy. But in typical Trump fashion, he responds by saying, "Oh, I am so well taken care of down there. Don't worry about that. I am well taken care of down there." This isn't the temperament of a president. Wall Street Journal reports says that the former president candidate Mitt Romney says Donald Trump is a bully and a misogynist. Basically, his own party, people from his own party, are coming out and speaking against him. On the Morning Joe show, when Trump was asked about Senator McCain, a tortured war veteran hero, Trump replies, "He's not a hero. He was captured. I don't like people that was captured. I like people that didn't get captured." This is one of America's most important war heroes. He was captured during Vietnam and tortured, and now he's coming out against it. So if you're still not convinced, I'm sorry, there's probably no help for you. So I have shown you that he doesn't have policy solutions. I have shown you that he's unreasonable. I have also shown you that he is not the type of person that we want in office. So seriously, America, can we not do better? Are we so desperate for legitimate representation that we depend on reality stars to represent us? Well, why stop there? How about we appoint Kim Kardashian as the Secretary of State? How about we get Honey Boo Boo's mother to be the Surgeon General? Or put Judge Joe Brown in the Supreme Court? This is crazy. This is so far out of what should be going on. But this election is too important, too pivotal, and this is too important for us to let Donald Trump become the next president. So please go out and vote against Donald Trump. Thank you.
Good.